So what we're hearing this morning is that Michael Carrick wants Elliot Anderson. This is coming in from numerous sources, and it's not really breaking news because United themselves have said that Elliot Anderson is their #1 priority for 8 months. So Michael Carrick agreeing with that, wanting that, obviously is very good. I've seen the clips of Elliot Anderson smiling a little bit as he walked out of Old Trafford as people said, come to Manchester United. I have a theory on that. But also reports coming out from Italy that Man United are leading the race for Tonali. Now, for me, I think this is, you can't always get what you want, you know? You can't always get what you want. And I'd be happy with either of these. I have a preference today. I had a different preference last week, which shows you that actually I wouldn't be crying if we got Tonali and Elliot Anderson went to Manchester City. And I wouldn't be crying if we got Anderson and Tonali went to Manchester City. There will be competition for these players. Like, there will be big competition. And let's not forget Arsenal. I mean, I was even looking at Elliot Anderson yesterday and I thought, why would Arsenal not try and buy him? You know, I think Elliot Anderson is so good. I was sort of thinking, well, you know, we're talking about Man City and we're talking about Man United, and why would Arsenal not go for him? So, look, I would love to get both. In relation to Tonali, they're saying that Tonali wants out of Newcastle. He's wanted out since January, and that's why the story came out on transfer deadline that he'd been offered to Arsenal in the January transfer window. We know his agent has been very active and Manchester United has been mentioned. He's one of the names on United's list, and he's possibly going to be a cheaper name on their list, certainly cheaper than Elliot Anderson. It remains to be seen whether Man United will make their move on Tonali. Look, we have an update on Elliot Anderson as well. The feeling is that Elliot Anderson is still heading to Manchester City. David Ornstein says Enzo Maresca is already working on summer transfer activity and pre-season plans ahead of appointment for Manchester City. He's been collaborating with Man City's sporting director Hugo Viano in preparation for Pep's expected departure. Also goes on to say that insiders believe a deal at Man City for Man United target Elliot Anderson is well advanced and Pep Guardiola's exit will not disrupt the transfer. The player is keen and Enzo Maresca is on board with the signing. Further to that, common sense prevails that I think these players and their agents will probably feel the same as we will, that Pep was leaving. So the talks with Man City will be eyes wide open that it's got nothing to do with Pep.
Manchester United could be preparing one of the most exciting midfield rebuilds in recent years as speculation continues to grow surrounding potential moves for Sandro Tonali and Elliot Anderson ahead of the summer transfer window. After another inconsistent campaign marked by a lack of control, balance, and defensive stability in midfield, the club appears determined to reshape one of the most important areas of the squad. Reports linking United with both Tonali and Anderson have generated huge excitement among supporters, with many believing the duo could provide the perfect blend of quality, energy, and long-term potential needed to restore dominance at Old Trafford. For several seasons, Manchester United have struggled to find the right midfield formula. Injuries, inconsistency, and tactical imbalance have often left the team vulnerable in big matches, especially against sides capable of controlling possession and dictating tempo. While Bruno Fernandes has remained one of the team's key creative figures, United have frequently lacked a midfield structure capable of supporting both attack and defense consistently throughout an entire season. This is why the reported interest in Sandro Tonali has attracted so much attention. The Italian international is widely regarded as one of Europe's most technically complete midfielders. Since emerging at Brescia before establishing himself at AC Milan and later Newcastle United, Tonali has developed a reputation for composure under pressure, intelligent positioning, aggressive pressing, and exceptional passing range. Tonali's style of play would address several of United's long-standing midfield problems. His ability to control the tempo of matches, progress the ball from deep areas, and provide defensive coverage could immediately improve the balance of the team. Beyond his technical quality, Tonali also brings leadership and tactical maturity, qualities Manchester United have often lacked during difficult moments in recent seasons. Alongside Tonali, reports have also linked United with Nottingham Forest midfielder Elliot Anderson, one of the Premier League's emerging young talents. Anderson enjoyed an impressive campaign that showcased his versatility, energy, and relentless work rate. His performances have reportedly attracted interest from multiple top clubs, highlighting the growing belief that he could become one of England's standout midfielders in the coming years. Unlike Tonali, whose strengths lie in control and composure, Anderson offers explosiveness and intensity. He is capable of driving forward with the ball, pressing aggressively, and covering large areas of the pitch. His athletic profile would add another dimension to Manchester United's midfield, particularly in high-intensity Premier League matches where physicality and transitions often decide games. What makes the rumours particularly exciting for supporters is how naturally the two profiles appear to complement each other. Tonali could operate as the deep-lying orchestrator, while Anderson provides dynamism and pressing energy further forward. Combined with the emergence of Kobbie Mainoo and the creativity of Bruno Fernandes, United could potentially build a midfield capable of competing with the best teams in Europe. The rebuild would also fit the club's apparent shift toward younger, more athletic, and technically adaptable players. Recent transfer strategies have focused on improving squad energy and creating a team capable of sustaining high pressing and quicker transitions. Tonali and Anderson both fit that philosophy perfectly. However, turning speculation into reality will not be easy. Newcastle United are believed to value Tonali extremely highly, especially given his importance to their long-term project. Nottingham Forest are also unlikely to let Anderson leave cheaply after his breakthrough performances. Competition from other elite clubs could further complicate negotiations and potentially drive transfer fees even higher. Financial considerations may also play a major role. Manchester United continue to balance squad rebuilding with financial regulations, meaning player sales could be necessary before major investments are completed. Several current midfielders may therefore face uncertain futures as the club evaluates how to reshape the squad ahead of the new season. Despite the uncertainty surrounding the rumours, one thing is becoming increasingly clear: Manchester United's midfield is expected to undergo major changes this summer. Whether the club ultimately secures Tonali, Anderson, or alternative targets, the focus on rebuilding the heart of the team reflects a growing understanding that success at the highest level begins with midfield control. For supporters, the possibility of signing both Tonali and Anderson represents more than just transfer excitement. It represents hope for a new identity, a midfield built on intelligence, intensity, balance, and modern tactical flexibility.